Good morning, students. Today's topic for basic electrical and electronics engineering is indicating instruments. Indicating instrument is nothing but measuring instruments. As in electronics laboratory, we have many indicating instruments like ammeter, voltmeter, or simply said weighing machine. Whenever you whenever you need to see a weight about any objects or any particles, you are going to use a weighting machine. You will have analog machine and digital machine. In analog machine, you will be seeing a needle rotating from 0 to until your weight axis, but in digital everything is in form of numericals. Here we are talking about the weighting machine which is having analog circumstances. So, what do you mean by measurement? The measurement is nothing but process that is essentially required to compare an unknown value with the known value. The known value is nothing but a standard one, that is called as later one is standard, and the measuring system is nothing but an instrument. So, next we are going to see about the characteristics of instruments. While we are notifying the instruments, we need to specify these characteristics, and these characteristics should be standard for every instruments. So, we have different characteristics like calibration, accuracy, precision, repeatability, reproducibility, drift, and other three, etc. So, we will see one by one. Calibration. Calibration is nothing but obtaining the static characteristics of the process. Accuracy is nothing but ability of the device which will give a perfect value, true value of the measurements. Precision is nothing but how much the measurement is exact, how much you can able to get the true, how much degree you can able to get the true value. Next, repeatability. Repeatability is nothing but we are measuring different consecutive measurements in which how many measurements are getting repeated is nothing but your repeatability. Reproducibility is nothing but you have a closeness to the agreement, that is you are making different measurements, how much closeness that the each and every measurement is there. First and second measurement will have some closeness, second and third measurement will have some closeness. So, that closeness is represented by reproducibility. Next, drift. It is nothing but if you make any changes in the climate or for a period of time, how much the graduation is getting changed is nothing but your drift. And sensitivity. Sensitivity is nothing but whenever you change an input, the output should change. This is called sensitivity. So, how much ratio the change in input and output is happening is your sensitivity measurement. Resolution. Resolution gives you, if you have any small increment in the input, that should be reflected in the certainty. It is your resolution. That is, clarity of any image will be an example for the resolution. Dead zone. Dead zone is nothing but how much value is larger. You are measuring different readings, right? So, in which the largest value for which the instrument cannot be responded is nothing but your dead zone. If I am having an ammeter about 2 kilo ohms, if I am keeping a measurement for 22 kilo ohms, the 20 kilo ohm instrument cannot able to measure 22 kilo ohms. The 20 kilo ohms is nothing but your dead zone of the instrument. Next characteristics is error. Error may be of different types. We will be calculating the error as static error, mistakes and systematic error in brief. Static error is nothing but numerical difference between a true value and obtained value. Mistakes is representing any type of mistakes. It may be like human or in observation. Normally mistakes will be happen due to the humans maximum. And if any characteristics of instrument if change, it may be also taken as mistakes. Next, we will deal with the systematic error. Systematic error, we have instrumental error, environmental error and random error. Instrument error is done with respect to instruments. If there is any thing caused by spring instrument, or it may be due to material which is measurement is done, or else instrument material difference, the instrument material may differ due to temperatures and everything, no? So, such is called as instrumental error. If environment error due to humidity or like temperature or pressure or magnetic effect may cause some error in the instrument, that is called environmental error. That random error is unpredictable. You cannot be able to give a description for random error. Next, what are all the sources of error? It may be insufficient knowledge in measuring, poor design, poor maintenance, or people may not know how to operate, or due to design. These are all the sources of error. Next, we'll go deep into the type of instrument. Basically, we have two different type of instrument. One is absolute instruments and secondary instrument. Absolute instruments are nothing but will give you an electrical quantity to be measured in terms of any constant of instruments. The example is tangent galvanometer. Secondary instrument which have already will have a pre-calculated value. Will keep that value as your reference and you are going to measure the second value. This is called secondary measurement. Secondary instruments will have three different types. One is indicating instrument, second is recording instrument, and third is integrating instrument. Indicating instrument example is your ammeters. Recording instrument is nothing but it will not show any value. It will record the values, that's it. It will keep a bank of values. Integrating is nothing but obtained value will be integrated with some standard value. This is called as integrating instruments. So next, what are all the essential of indicating instrument? Torque is very requirement for any indicating instruments. We have different type of torque, deflecting torque, controlling torque, and third category is damping torque. Deflecting torque means you can able to take an example as a weighting machine, or normally human weighting machine, or any weight machine you can able to say. If you are using analog machine, you can able to observe. If you are standing above the weighting machine, the needle in the machine will oscillate from 0 to your weight. If your weight is 60, it will oscillate from 0 to 59 or 61 like that. That is called as deflecting torque. So the needle will move from the 0 and it will move to your actual weight. That is called as deflecting torque. What is controlling torque? If your weight is absolutely 59, the needle should stand at 59 until you are standing on the weighting machine. Or if you keep any object on the weighting machine, if object weight is 20 or 21, the needle should start from 0 and should stand a while for 20 until your weight is in the disc. That is called as controlling torque. Third is called as damping torque. Damping torque is nothing but after you release your weight, the needle should again comes to its zeroth position. That is called as damping torque. We'll say how much time you can able to withstand the needle in that position. That is your torque speaks. We have different type of damping: air friction damping, fluid friction damping, and eddy current damping. Air friction damping is using air, you are going to withstand your needle in that position, then it is called air friction damping. If you use any viscosity fluid that can able to withstand the needle at that position, then it is called as fluid friction damping. Finally, eddy current damping. You know about eddy current. Whenever two magnets are kept, if you are inserting a conductor in between two magnets facing north pole and south pole, you will get a current from it. That is called as eddy current. So using such eddy current, you are making the needle position toward that position, then it is called as eddy current damping. So what are all the type of indicating instrument is there is your second topic. First is PMMC and second is MI. PMMC is nothing but moving magnet, permanent magnet moving coil. MI is moving iron systems. First we will see about PMMC, permanent magnet moving coil. This permanent magnet moving coil is as like working in terms of your electromagnet induction. So this induction is nothing but when you are keeping a magnet surrounding, you are going to keep your core, that is your conductor in between the magnets. So you can able to feel electromagnetic induction because you are going to flex, you are going to cut the flex lines in between the magnet. So that magnet flex lines is going to move your string in which your pointer is connected. So until it realizes the electromagnetic induction, your string will moves and it will place at the position where the weight to be measured. This is the principle behind the permanent magnet moving coil. So the working and the instruction is given in the theory part. So you can able to see here a point is there, a air spring is there, a coil is there, and coil is also controlled by a hairspring. This spring is going to act as a main part in controlling the torque. The advantage, disadvantage and application is given here. Advantage you can able to see, disadvantage is also listed in the table. Main application of PMMC is your DC ammeter or else DC voltmeter also. Next we will see about moving iron instruments. Moving iron instruments are widely used in indicating instrument. In this type of instrument, the coil will be stationary and the deflection is caused by a iron piece. So we have two different type of moving iron instruments. One is attraction type and second is repulsion type. First we will see about the attraction type. In this attraction type of instrument, you will have a cylindrical coil, or we'll call it as a solenoid, in which a moving iron is fixed. You can able to see it in the diagram. That moving iron piece will provide some aluminum frame attached to the spindle. This moving iron is weighted using some control weight. That control weight will make your needle to keep at this position. You can have a piston. This is a air damping chamber. The piston will move according to the weight of the equipment. So this here the air friction damping is used in this type of instrument. This is called attraction type. Next, the theory part is given here. Next, repulsion type. Repulsion type we have again, it is a moving iron instrument. It also consists of two iron pieces and vanes surrounded by a cylindrical hollow coil which carries the operating current. Here, in one of these vanes is fixed and other is free to move. The movable vane will be a cylindrical type which is kept at the axial axis. The controlling torque is provided using the spring. Here the spring is going to be a controlling part. This spring will withstand a pointer at that point. So this is called repulsion type of instruments. So the working procedure, everything is given here. So advantages is given here. The application of MI instrument is your AC ammeter and AC voltmeter. Thank you.